All right, let's move our attention to this now. Deputy President Paul Mashatile will be delivering a keynote address at the launch of the 2024 Social Cohesion Index in Cape Town this afternoon. The initiative to promote social cohesion and nation-building initiatives in the country. Let's bring in SABC News reporter Natasha Phiri now, who joins us live for the very latest on this particular initiative in Cape Town. Natasha, very good afternoon to you. I mean, it does come at a very interesting time in our country, doesn't it? Especially when you consider that this index is meant to really gauge and monitor key indicators, especially from a political, economic and social factors. Just talk to us about what are we likely to hear then from the Deputy President, and what is the sentiment around this particular event?
Well, thank you so much, Unaiti. And of course, to our SABC viewers, you're quite right, Unaiti. You've taken the words straight out of my mouth. It comes at such a crucial time, especially because at an all-important state of the nation address tomorrow. And of course, this social index, Unaiti research actually measures the key indicators such as, like you said, political, economical, social factors in order to offer a comprehensive overview of the country's cohesion, as well as highlight areas of strength and identify challenges that need to be addressed in regards to this. Of course, various key stakeholders that are expected to come here are government, academia, and so forth. But of course, let's just take this conversation to Mr. Daryl Swanepoel, who's the CEO of Inclusive Society Institute. He'll tell us more about this research. Mr. Swanepoel, thank you so much for joining us at SABC News. I think the launch of this research couldn't have come at such an important time, seeing that tomorrow is the State of the Nation address. Perhaps if you could just talk us through the main findings, and the significance of this study.
Well, first of all, let me say that you're quite right. It comes at a crucial time in our country's trajectory. This year we are expected that the President tomorrow will address the national dialogue that lies ahead. And key to the national dialogue is that we build social cohesion in this country, because any country without social cohesion can kiss economic growth goodbye. It is the fundamental bedrock on which economic growth and societal well-being is built. So we launched this research some 3 years ago, collecting the data, and this is in fact the 4th year that we are now releasing, and for the first time we start seeing trends. Now, the results of this research are, on the face of it, one can say maybe not too bad, because we out of an index score of 100, South Africa scores 53.5 out of 100, which actually compares favorably, or in the same sort of family as countries such as Germany, funny enough. But if you dig deeper into the research, you find that there are 3 areas that are actually quite worrying. When it comes to perceptions of fairness, dealing with inequality, when it comes to respect for social rules, that is crime and law-abiding citizens, etc. And when it comes to trust in institutions, they are actually alarmingly low. So what this report does, it gives an overview of where we stand with social cohesion, but it gives 9 indicators, and it can pinpoint our government policymakers to exactly where the problems lie and where attention needs to be given. And those are the 3 areas that we believe need urgent attention.
Mr. Swanepoel, I think it's all good and fair to release such, researchers to government officials, like you've correctly cited. But do you find that they actually take heed to such research? And furthermore, I just want to bring your attention here. According to your research, it says Limpopo leads the social cohesion by 56.5 points. KZN is the lowest by 49.6 points. Just tell us about those factors, why these scores are as they are.
Well, let me deal with the first question first, okay, when it comes to does government take it serious. We had a meeting last year with the National Planning Commission where we gave the preliminary results of this research to them. And I can tell you organizations such as the National Planning Commission are seriously engaged with the work that we are doing. We have also engaged the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture. Social cohesion falls under that department. And there is a commitment to ongoing liaison between us. But the fact of the matter is that we are having a high-level government representatives here today, including the Deputy President. And I think that that shows that government are as concerned as we are about the issue of social cohesion. So that deals with that. When we look at the provinces, I don't think it comes as a surprise that KwaZulu-Natal is at the bottom of the list. Okay, and that is because it is the most politically contested. We recall the looting and the riots of 2021. The highest political contestation and political killings take place in KZN. What was surprising with this report was that in other countries where you have poorer rural areas, social cohesion is normally lower than in the developed, more affluent areas. In South Africa, it's just the reverse. In South Africa, we find that a province like Gauteng, social cohesion is actually lower than a province like KwaZulu-Natal. And I think that has got to do with the stark realities of the country. Of poor amongst rich. So that is quite an interesting finding we found.
And I like the fact that you point, to issues of inequality. South Africa struggles with the triple challenges of inequality, unemployment, and poverty. And of course, you listened to the opening of Parliament last year by President Cyril Ramaphosa. He had said that the GNU government would be, prioritizing creating job inclusive growth, creating capable and developmental state. Perhaps from your point of view, what are your expectations for the State of the Nation address as it pertains to this study, actually?
Well, as I said, the national dialogue is certainly going to take shape this year. And the national dialogue has to be built on social cohesion. And as I said, that any society in which you have discohesion or where there is low levels of social cohesion, you will not find productivity, you will not find people working together as a team, you will not find investment confidence in the country. All of these are needed for the economy to grow. And to me, the number one, the uber alles, priority of government should be the economy. Without the economy, we are not growing the economy, we are not going to get jobs created, we're not going to reduce poverty, we're not going to get rid of inequality. Of that is reliant on a growing economy, and that economy needs social cohesion.
Mr. Daryl Swanepoel, thank you so much for your time. Of course, the Deputy President Paul Mashatile will be here from 4:30, and as SABC News, we will be giving you the latest in regards to this program, especially ahead of tomorrow's State of the Nation address.